I'm turning my volume up, so you might want to turn yours up as well so you can hear me. And if you can't, you can let me know. I do try to speak loud enough that you can hear wherever I am in the room. So I'm going to just adjust a little. Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 28th. Wow. So we're in the last week of July. And it seems like we were just talking about the last week of May, last week of June, last week of April. And here we are. I know a lot of you are still in shelter in place. And you're wearing your mask and doing all the things to be respectful and responsible. Okay, it's not just about, as you know, it's not just about you. It's about those around you, your family, your friends, and community. So hopefully we can get a handle on this. And it's up to each one of us to do what we need to do. It really isn't so hard. While I'm chatting, hi Bob. While I'm chatting, you can get set up. You can choose either direction for your bolster. If you have a bolster, blankets, pillows, whatever, you can put behind you. I'm going to put behind me because my shoulders feel tight this morning. Or you can put under your legs, but we're going to switch anyway. So you end up doing both. So however you start, it's up to you. Okay. But I just wanted to comment, when I go walks, I don't do a lot out there, but I see families with small children, and often the children are wearing little masks, and they have superheroes or kitties or cars or whatever. So I think, and often I see the children putting on the mask before even the adult. So they are very, they're going to model, what is shown to them. Yeah. So doing the right thing. Okay. Stay safe. So here we are at the end of July. There's this week, and then August. There will be 8 sessions in August. After that, it's to be determined. Okay, some changes happening, but let's do first things first. Get on the mat, lie back, bolster or blankets underneath you, under your legs, or under your spine. Okay, so if you don't have a bolster, I'll show you again how to fold your blankets. Okay, and we'll begin. All right, have a strap, please. We're going to use a strap. Okay, I'm going to leave my glasses here. So just remember, you can use your bolster. You can ignore me if you're already there. Or you can take an extra blanket and fold it so it's nice, firm, and level. And you can use that vertically, and then another blanket or pillow to rest the base of your skull. Okay, that's if you lie back on your spine. And that's what I'm going to do. But as I said, you can, if you would like, start with the bolster under your knees. So just you learn to do what kind of works for you today. Okay, and so you are your best judge of what you need. And you become your best teacher. So I'm going to do this a little bit more. There. Okay. All right. And if we learn nothing else from all of this, not only from the world, but from the yoga, is to become very intimate with your own experience, your own physical experience, not with someone else's feeling, physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever, what you are from the inside out. And then when you become very intimate and close to that, then you will know what to do to bring yourself into balance. Okay? Especially with the yoga, it's wonderful. Okay, so go ahead and enjoy this for another minute or so. I'm going to grab my phone and join you. I can't wait. Okay, so if you're feeling any compression, you may be too close. Okay, you don't want to get too close. You want a few inches space, and you do a cat tilt. So you lift and tip your tailbone up, and you'll feel your low back, that lumbar area, kind of open up for you. And lift as you lie back. Okay, elongate, like you're stretching a rubber band. And then for the skull, adjust. Okay, and you should be able to slide your fingers under your neck also. Keep your knees bent until you feel it's okay, hopefully, to stretch out. So good, doesn't it? Are you loving this? So it's a Shavasana. So usually relaxation is at the end of a practice. It's before we move into life. But we can start this way too. But it's so comfortable you may not get any further. And that's okay too. Okay, I'm going to be here just a little bit longer. I'll let you have some silence. So slowing down. So for some of us, as the body slows down first, then the breath, then the mind. Sometimes it's the mind, then the body, then the breath, whatever. But they are so connected. So slowing down takes you into a deeper rhythm of the in and out breath. So we're going to, when you're ready, gently alternate. Okay, so if you're on the bolster like I am, you'll bend your knees. If you have the bolster under your legs, you'll bend your knees. Okay, either way, you're going to tip onto one side and move the bolster to the other end. So for me, and if you're like this, you're going to take the bolster, slide it to the end of your mat, almost. Stretch your legs out and lie back. Or if you start like this, you'll switch and put the bolster under your spine and the blanket as under your base of your skull. And once again, you're in sort of a semi-shavasana, okay? So we're just getting a little bit more to the hips here. But let that rhythmic breath, that nice modulated breath, continue. Okay, I'm going to do another minute or two here. Okay, so whatever you're doing, do the alternate, and I'll see you in about a minute or two. Okay, so it's so easy to sort of drift into that, isn't it? And consider that a gift to yourself when you just need to take a break. Okay, so wherever you are, just bring the knees in, roll onto one side, and remove the bolster. Okay, so if it's under your spine, roll onto the side, slide it away. Okay, I don't need as much under my neck. Actually, I don't need anything. You might, okay, you want to be resting on the base of the skull, and then we'll just give our back body a nice little massage. Let me stop this. Okay, oh yeah. Make big, big circles and just sort of rock from side to side. Notice where you're getting a response, little hot spots maybe. I'm feeling a little more on my right shoulder a little, my right side more a little. It's my dominant hand side. So you might get a little more triggering hot spots there. Okay, and then of course, stretch out the left leg. Bring in the right knee gently toward the abdominals. Just hold what you can without pulling the shoulders off your mat. I say this every class. Okay, we don't want to round anything. We want to elongate. So holding the back of the thigh is just fine. Flex your feet. And then let's get some nice circular movements in the ankle and the foot, the big toe. Draw circles. Big circles, breathe. Maybe slow down. You might hear some little clicking, popping noises. Don't worry. That's natural to happen. Just moving stuff, and then flex and extend. Flex and extend. Where do you feel it when you flex? Where are you getting the response? I'm feeling it across the lower part of my calf, and then when I extend, I'm feeling it across the shin. So, and then let's alternate. So when we do these very simple stretches and movements, it's amazing how they help us to be more, so all our parts respond properly when we walk and sit and do all the things we do. I used to be prone to certain things like pain across the shin, moving into shin splits, or I used to be prone to heel strike, okay, because walking, and I almost never now feel anything like that. So, and then flex and point, just 5, 6 each way. Maybe one side just needs a little more time than the other. Good. Okay, and then let's just do a passive leg cradle. Just get a little more into the hips. So it's right over left. Flex the right foot. Now you might need a strap for this. We're going to go into a full leg cradle. So you see how my knee is about over my hip socket? But I don't want to round. Now I can reach just almost touching my fingers to one another, holding my thigh. But you can also use a strap so that your shoulders stay nice and open. Okay, so I'm going to use a strap today. My shoulders are still a little tight. So you're going to feel this right in the belly, the heart of your right glute, the piriformis. Perfect. But don't round. Don't round. Okay. It's a dog tilt. Dog tilt. So at least 5 breaths or a minute. Okay. Good. And then we're going to alternate. Just wait till you go into the full pose. Just start with the foot on the mat. Just let your body kind of catch up with you. We're always in such a hurry. A lot of us have had to slow down with this COVID and staying home more, huh? Less activity, perhaps less social. So now you can do more yoga. And as you bring in, notice what, okay, ooh, I'm a little tighter on this side. Wow. So I'm going to use the strap. I don't usually, but I just find today I like this. I like being able to keep my shoulders really relaxed. Okay, again, like 5 breaths or a minute. Just develop your own pace, pattern with your breath. You know, we've done that many times, counted how many breaths are in a minute for you. If you forgot, just do it on your own. You can use your smartphone, just time a minute and how many nice full breaths. It's about a minute. I'm going to undo. Okay, and we're going to use the strap again. So don't just put it out of reach. Okay, now we're going to do one more nice hip opening. This also gets into the hamstrings and the calves. So we're going to do one cycle. Okay, so you slide the strap around the metatarsals. Those are the pads, little squishy, cushy pads at the base of your big toe and baby toe. And you need to bring your elbows and shoulders down and keep them down. Hold the strap between your thumb and index finger. Do a dog tilt, please. Not rounding, dog tilt. Bring your knees really, really close. And then as you inhale, lift up through your heels. Look how slow I'm going. Light and slow. And at some point you might get a little pushback. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay today. Sometimes they're a little tighter, but if you're tight, bend the knees and then bring them in toward you. Don't round. That overstretches the low back, and we're trying to actually strengthen, not overstretch, okay? So relax, flex your feet, stretch your toes apart, and just wait. Notice where you're getting the feedback. Calves maybe, hamstrings. I know some of you out there have tight hamstrings, you know who you are. Maybe even the feet. Okay, just breathe into it. Get the chest, look at your toes. So you shouldn't be pulling. You should just be supporting and guiding with the strap in your hands. So we're going to do the right side first. So we remove the left foot. Exhale, long exhale as you lower the left leg. Keep the right leg engaged, lifting upward as you lower the left. Now, if you're getting feedback, pushback, bend the knees, bend the knees. Okay, this means you're a little tight. That's why we're doing this, okay? But it's a process. It's a practice, okay? Okay, we're just going to wait. I'm getting a little feedback. It's nothing that it's not pain. It's just I'm meeting the pose with my breath. So we bring both ends of the strap into the left hand, reach to the right with your right arm, press your right shoulder into the mat firmly. And then as you bring the leg in and over, bend the elbow, lower. Don't let the right shoulder come up. And your leg will suspend. So the strap helps you to keep the leg where it needs to be today and from falling over onto your left side. And just breathe. Now I'm getting a nice deep response in my piriformis and my hip. And that's what I want. It's not pain, but it is a stretch. Breathe into it. And again, at least a minute. Focus on your exhales. So you don't hold the leg. The strap is taut, but you breathe and you let gravity and the strap do the work. Keep turning toward the right shoulder. Okay. As you inhale, up comes the right leg. When you're ready, separate the ends of the strap and wait. It's a great stretch. If you are tight anywhere in the back body, especially the hips, hamstrings, calves, this is something you could do on your own. Okay? Inhale, let's bring this left leg up. Bring the feet together and wait. Okay, other side. Slide the right foot out. Remember, both legs are active. The left leg's lifting as the right leg is lowering. Bend your knees if you're getting too much pushback. Okay. It might be different than it was the last time you did it. Depends on what you've been doing or not doing. Sometimes the strap comes away from the metatarsals. Just fix it and come back. Okay, let's do this twist. Put the strap in your right hand. Extend your left arm. Keep that left shoulder firmly connected to your mat. Bring that leg in and over. This side's really tight. This feels really good. It doesn't hurt. I do feel the stretch, and you need to be able to feel that discomfort per se. You're feeling the stretch and breathe into it. Deep exhales. Ah, turn away from the leg. Keep turning to the left. Okay. I'm going to come up. You can stay as long as you need to. Big inhale. Separate and wait. You can feel your body recalibrate. It's your nervous system. Everything responding. And let's bring the right leg up. Nice big inhale. Okay. And now I'm going to remove the strap. Put it aside. Okay. And we're going to tip onto one side. Wait for a breath or two, okay? Remember, always use the support of your upper body to bring yourself up. Hi, how was that? Okay, so that was like 20 minutes less. It's like 15, 20 minutes. So even if you just did that, if you just tuned in and redid that part when you feel stiff or tight, or you feel you need it, and then pretty soon you'll know that little sequence. And you can integrate into whatever routine. Before or after, maybe you go out and take your walks or play tennis or bicycle or whatever you do. Okay, we're coming to seated. Use whatever support you need. We're going to sit with the legs crossed. So our hips might feel a little more open, but give yourself whatever support you need. Just kind of snuggle in there. And as I say, every session, if it's not comfortable to sit like this, alternate. You can have your legs straight in front of you in staff pose, but make sure you're not dumping and rounding. Or you can sit on a bolster in what's called hero's pose, or you can sit in a chair, okay, or on a bench, or on a meditation bench, or meditation pillow. You can do it whatever, okay, because I do understand that this isn't always comfortable. Now remember, Just a reminder, if your knees kind of pop up, take an extra blanket, or a beach towel works great too, by the way. Something soft. And just take it and create like a long cushion and slide it and support your knees so they can relax. You don't want to be holding. That just counters everything we've been doing. So, and you want, where are your knees? Below your waist. Okay, so you need to keep elevating until your knees can relax. And then if there's airspace, put blocks or blanket or whatever, towels underneath so they can relax. The groin, the hip flexor area, the sides needs to relax and be lower so that you're not gripping and holding like we do all day when we're sitting somewhere. Okay? Okay, and I'm going to do a couple of shoulder rolls because it feels good. And we're just going to sit for a moment and find that stillness and let your alignment hold you. So go inside. Follow the flow of the prana, the in-breath and out-breath. And let's bring the hands together. Prayer position, Anjali Mudra. And let's chant Om today. I'm alone in the house, so I can really, well, the cat's here, but he doesn't mind. 3 Oms. Your in-breath. Bow the head and send love, light, and healing to heart center, to loved ones, first yourself, your loved ones, circle of family and friends, and everyone, everywhere. And let's raise the gaze when you're ready. That Om felt so therapeutic. I really encourage you to do it on your own. Maybe in the shower even. It's okay. So Let's come on to all fours, shall we? And have a block. If you don't have a block yet, I don't know what to tell you. I do have some blocks. I still have some blocks I'm selling, so I'm happy to work that out with you. So come on to all fours, and let's start with our nice juicy. You might already be here. Hip and rib rolls. Oh, that feels so good. Just work out the kinks. Breathe, eyes open or eyes closed. It just feels lovely, lovely, lovely. And this is way important as part of just tuning into what your body needs. Just let your body tell you. Sometimes we start, our energy level is a little, doesn't feel so good, and it's really overcast this morning. So it's like, it'll get lighter and sunnier, but at first it's just like, oh, I don't want to get up. And actually, the cat woke me up in the middle of the night. Yes, he did. 3:15 in the morning. Oh my. So, interrupted sleep, and it's like, oh, I don't want to get up. And then you do a little yoga and you breathe, and all is good again. Really, it's such a wonderful practice. So I'm going to do some little baby lunges. I encourage you. We did get into the calves and hamstrings, but this kind of gets more into those toes too. I know a lot of you have had surgeries. You have maybe bunions or hammer toes or arthritis or some itis thing. All the more reason to do it. It's not an excuse to not, a reason not to. It's more reason to do it. So just do your minute, your 5 breaths. Pace yourself, okay? Pace yourself. Ooh, wow, this is really responding. Wow, what did I do? All right. Ooh, breathe. Breathing right into the metatarsals. Yeah. Okay, and then just take a little child's pose maybe. Rest the wrists and the arms. Do what you can in child's pose. Sometimes it's not. If your knees are, if it doesn't work, take a blanket and put it behind your knees or even your bolster and just rest for a moment. If you can rest your forehead on something, even your arms. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to do cat dog. Okay, so cat dog. Cat. Dog. Wonderful. Cat. Breathe. Open up. And then for dog, if you want to, you can turn the toes under. Oh, shoulder, neck. And then cat. Dog. Cat. And continue your own rhythm. Eyes open or closed. It's just, it feels so good. Your spine is just so happy. The that doesn't roll off the tongue. Intervertebral discs. And what the heck are those? You continue. Those are those little cushy, squishy parts that sit in between the vertebrae to keep them from going bone on bone. And if you wear them out or they spurt out the fluid and you have herniated discs and they start bone on bone, it's called pain. It hits the nerves. I know some of you have had that. Okay, so then you have injections of this and injections of that. So if that's already the case, be very mindful and be very careful, especially in twists, okay? But if you don't have that, you want to maintain that juiciness and even just do a little of this cat dog and so forth to prevent any further compromise. Okay, so I liken them to like a jelly donut. If you, when you go to bite in, the jelly can squirt out, and that's what can happen. So we want to create even, healthy movements. Okay, and that's why the spine has to be totally elongated when you move and so forth. Okay, all right. So let's do a little sequence. Down dog. Oh yeah, feels so good. But let's start by walking the dog. Lift those hips up. Spread the fingers apart. Lift up into your armpits. Lift up into your hip crease. If you're still a little tight, it's okay. Bend your knees. Dog tilt. Lift that tail. Dog tilt. Dog tilt. Breathe. Stretch your heels toward the back of your mat, but keep your tailbone up. Sit bones up. Breathe. If it's okay, do a plank. Inhale. Exhale back. Do what you can. I'm going to do a couple more. You can stay with me or do what you can. If you can't do any more, lower your knees and join me when you can. Now, the next one I'm going to hold because I just want to, this is great for upper body. And breathe deep. So create this lift from the up front body, lifting the back body up. Push into the floor. Action, reaction. Stretch through the legs. Lift those shins. Breathe. Then we're going to lower and just a puppy pose. Sit back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold for 3. Breathe. Inhale. Hold for 3. Do what you can. Shoulders over or behind the wrists. Exhale. Hold for 3. Puppy pose. And then come up on all fours. I'm going to step my right foot up. Come into a lunge. So you're on little bird hands, knuckles, fists, or flat, or blocks, whatever you need. I'm going to bring the block under my left hand. Slide my right thumb into my right hip crease. I'm going to start to straighten the right leg. So lift the toes on your right foot. Start to straighten the right leg. And really bring the right sit bone straight back and then look out. I'm feeling it intensely in my hamstring. Don't push into the back of the knee. Keep the toes up. And now I'm going to bend the knee. The strap block on the other side and change sides. High lunge. Don't push. Okay, lift. And now I'm going to put the block on my right hand, whatever level works for you so your arm is straight. Slide the left thumb into the crease and lift the toes, and that keeps you from hyperextending. It opens up the back of the knee and start to straighten the left leg. Yeah. Ooh. Now, bending, remove, step up, Once you have your footing, come all way up and hands to the heart. Oh, the sun's coming up. Great. Okay, so I'm going to adjust my props a little so we can get a better view. And I can get some space at either end. So I want you to do half sun salutes, okay? Okay, I think those of you who have been with me, you know half sun salute. I'm going to talk to it anyway, but if you know it, you can ignore me, okay? Of course, you know, there's always the hair and the clothes thing. So let's get that fixed. Okay. I'm going to do sideways. I'm going to do several. You can do as many as you want. And we are going to then segue into sun salutes. Hang on. Just a little more that way. Okay. Okay. And have the block in case I decide to use it. Inhaling. If you're on your own, just go for it. Swan dive. Half. And fold. Up we go. I want you to pay very close attention to your forward bends, that you're not rounding. Tilt, tailbone up, dog tilt. Half, look at the curve of my spine, cobra spine, and fold. No rounding. Okay, and do a couple more. Feel yourself open up. So there's this total connection with the breath. Okay, and you continue. I'm going to open a window. So this is... Let me get the water. I'm talking. Okay, at the next sun salute, have your block, and we're going to do a round together, and we're going to add a little bit. Arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, and fold. Step back on the right. Lift and step back. Lift those hips. Exhale. You can continue. I'm just cueing. Plank. When you get to the last down dog, after cobra, hold. And up we go. Okay, so we're going to step forward on the right. I'm going to use a block under my left hand. This time, I'm going to slide the thumb again into my right hip crease, but I'm going to twist to the right. So I'm going to feel the flesh of the thigh and the hip move back, and it's going to turn me toward you, toward my right knee. But turning from your center. Don't over rotate from the shoulder. You're going to feel this right in the piriformis. Strong left arm, breathe. Then we're going to straighten that right leg again. Oh, yeah. Lift the toes. Reach from the heel. Breathe. You're going to feel it in the hamstrings. Breathe. And back we come. Crescent. So I'm going to modify a little bit. Breathe through the sequence. Do it on your own. If you're a little wobbly, take your time. Try not to push forward. Lift upward. Look straight ahead or higher. Find something interesting to look at. Stretch your arms out wide as they were in the very beginning. Float the rib cage up. Float the shoulders down. And a forward bend. When you're ready, up we go. Okay, other side. Your inhale. Your swan dog. Dog. Tilt. Lift that tailbone. Lift the sit bones. And fold. Step back on the left. Lift and with intention and energy. And then lift the hips and step back. Your plank. Exhale. Bring your heart to the earth and then extend. Nice strong cobra. Your spine is loving this. Everything is loving this. And back to down dog. So when you're ready, we're going to step up on the left. We're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to be turning away from you, the block under your right hand. I'm going to slide my thumb into the hip crease again. And pause on inhales and turn on exhale. So inhale and then exhale. Pull the flesh back. It turns you to your left. Don't over rotate the shoulders. Look at my shoulders. They're stacked almost. I'm not turning from the shoulders. I'm turning from my center. And now I'm going to lift my toes on my left foot, straighten my left leg. I'm getting it right into the belly of the hamstrings, which is good. Breathe. Just look into the side. Your minute or 5 breaths. Okay, and then when you're complete, and prepare on your own for crescent. So I'm going to modify, wait, up, lift up, go through the sequence with your own inner cues and your own breath. Your 5 breaths for your minute. And up we go. Yeah. Whew, I love it. Do you feel taller? It's terrific. So now I want you to do a round of sun salutes on your own. Okay, you can add anything in if you want to. But I want you to do the right and the left side on your own, at your own pace, your own breathing pattern, whether it's a 4 count or a 5 count. If you feel like you need a really good pace, do a 3 count or a 4 count. Otherwise, stretch it out. Okay, so the right side and then the left side on your own. It's only going to take you a couple of minutes, and then I'll be back. How are you doing? Did you finish both sides? Yeah? Well, guess what? You can do another side, and I'm going to do both sides on my own too. And I'm hoping that maybe some of you are getting into the habit of doing them on your own, okay? Remember, it's a sequence of 12 wonderful poses. So now I'm going to go ahead and do a round on each side. Now you're going to do another round too. So you can add in the leg lifts if you want. You can hold the planks longer or whatever. Make it your own, okay? Okay. So if you're finishing, go ahead and do that. Then we're going to do a standing pose sequence. And you have the option of using the block. It's up to you, if you have one. Okay. If you don't have one, you can do what we normally do. This is just another option. So we're going to start a leg length stance. Stretch your arms out, block in your right hand, pivot to your right. So my hips just turn a quarter turn, 45 degrees. I'm going to come into triangle. Now, a lot of this is anatomical, okay? So we did some little stretches. So I'm going to use the block and reach. And if it comes down just about by my ankle and my heel, and I can still rest some part of my hand on it, I'm going to use that to turn into a twist. If that doesn't work, or you don't have a block, no worries. Just put your hand on your shin like we always do. It's up to you. Okay, it's just another option. And I'm going to take my 5 breaths. The block should be pressing against your leg. After my 5, your 5, you're going to come up on an inhale, bring the block. I'm going to pivot to my left. So now my hips are turned 45 degrees to the left, block in my left hand. Okay? And I'm going to extend from that hip crease, reaching, extending, follow my gaze. And again, if the block works, fine. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. And you can turn toward the right. Remember, don't overturn, don't hyperextend, over-rotate the shoulders. Breathe. Your 5 breaths. If you've already done the 5 breaths, we're going to come up, bring the block with you. So an inhale up. I'm going to pivot back to my right, turn on the heels. Keep the block in your left hand. I'm going to shorten my stance a little. It's a little trickier. I'm going to try and square off my hips to the front of my mat. Right thumb in right hip crease. Lift the left arm. Inhale straight ahead, turning toward the top of your mat. Bring the block down. Your shoulders over your wrist, and you're going to twist again to the right. Okay? Twisted triangle. Very intense. Be very mindful of the knees. Keep the feet in mountain pose. To come up after the 5, inhale, pivot, 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 turn, turn, turn. Lock in the right hand. Turn your right hip forward and reach, lower, turning to your left. Be careful. Keep the feet in integrity. Turning. You can feel this intensely in the calves. After 5 breaths, up, up, up. Pivot to the right. Okay. You're going to put the block by your right foot, slightly longer stance, warrior 2. Okay. Let the arms float apart. Come into your center. Stretch from fingertip to fingertip. And your 5 breaths. And we're going to do side angle, but we're going to do a little different without bending the elbow at first. Okay, so as you stretch forward from the hip crease, try and see if you can get your knuckles, fist, or hand onto the block. It's right by your heel. So your ankle and calf are pressing to the block, and then it's going to turn you. If that doesn't work, it's okay, or if you don't have a block, just bring the forearm to the side like we always do. Okay, so you have a choice. Breathe. And remember, don't turn from the shoulder. Your 5 breaths. And when you're done, bring the block back to warrior. Straighten. Pivot. Block in the left. Set it down. Start with warrior. Take your time. The position of the feet and the pressure on those 3 points is so important. You don't want to roll out on the baby toe side or cave in on the big toe side. That impacts your ankle and your knee and your hip, okay? We want to keep everything in integrity. And as we extend, if that works, to bring your hand to the block. If not, just bring your forearm to your thigh, okay? And once you're there, deep stretch. Oh, yeah. And leave the block, come up when you're complete to warrior 2, and we'll meet in mountain pose. So it's so terrific to do all this. This will keep us from shrinking. Okay, this will help counter osteo or osteopenia or osteoporosis. And it'll help to counter a few other things. I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to offend anyone. So now when you're done, perfect timing, I want you to do a balanced pose on your own. I want you to do tree, half moon, or simple balance poses with the legless, okay? Maybe both, 2 things. And I'm going to leave you for several minutes. And actually today we're going to finish a few minutes early because I have something happening at 11. But right now, balance poses. Maybe do 2. I'm going to leave you like several minutes to do that on your own. How was your balance today? If you're finishing, take your time, please. Never rush. And I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of times I've said this, but balance is sometimes we've got it. Like, yes. Some days we just don't. And it's affected, of course, by what's going on in our life. And we all have a lot going on in our life right now, okay, and in the world. So the idea for me, of course, for the one of the big benefits of a yoga practice is to get back into my body and my own experience and honor it and keep it as strong and vibrant as I can so I can cope with all the other stuff that's going on in the world. Okay, we have to keep our systems healthy. Our immune system, our circulatory system, our respiratory system, our nervous system. You know, we're just, and even now, especially since we're shelter in place, we're bombarded and maybe watching too much news or we're just blown out by it all. Like this is fatigue. So please take care of yourself. Okay, done your balance, done our sun salutes. We're going to go from down dog, we're going to do a little dolphin. We did a little dolphin last Thursday, but I know some of you only do 1 day a week. So we're going to go down, do a little bit of dolphin, and then, okay, some of the nice final poses. Okay, again, do what you can. So, take a moment. So all those sunspots, the sun came out here. I hope the sun came out where you are too. Yes. Oh, big wingspan. Oh, swan dive. And just step back on either side. And the down dog. Oh, yeah. And just bring the knees down. Keep your knees under your hips. Keep the toes curled under. Now, I know a lot of you know the sequence to go into dolphin, but let me repeat it anyways. You come onto your forearms. Always check to be sure your elbows are aligned under your shoulders. So you wrap your palms around your elbows or biceps. You can see visually, and then you bring the hands out, interlace, separate the heels of the hands. So you create this really strong triangle. Okay? And then just look back toward your knees and press into the forearms. Inhale, cat. Exhale, up we go. Keep the arms strong. Okay, I'm going to bring my feet in just a hair. Stay up on the balls of your feet. Relax the head. Remember, your skull should not touch your mat. If it does, it means your shoulders pulled apart. Your elbows pulled apart. You don't want that. So breathe. Lift up toward your hips. Bend your knees if you need to. Dog tilt. You can hold for a few more breaths. So count your breaths. Maybe 5, maybe a minute, maybe less, maybe more. And when you're ready, take a resting pose. You can feel your body recalibrating. Okay? So if you're up for it, we'll do another one. So it's important to reset each time. You don't want to stress your shoulders. This is to strengthen. If you have tight shoulders, you might be pulled forward. You need to bend your knees and do an intense dog tilt. Always go through the sequence of alignment. The forearms kind of turn in, the biceps turn out. Use the breath to come up, exhale. So I'm going to roll my feet back a little. And for dolphin, diving dolphin, I'm going to inhale, my chin just over my thumbs or beyond. You can hold it if you want. Breathe. And when you're ready, exhale back. Do on your own, maybe another. And breathe. You can rest, or if you want to do a leg lift, you would inhale and come back, or just do a leg lift and hold. And lower on exhales, inhale up, hold, maybe a dive, maybe not. Create your own sequences. Always rest when you're done. This will counter come up slowly when you're ready. So another way to do dolphin is with your arms on a chair or on the wall, and you step away from the wall. I just don't have wall space here, but that's another great way to do that. So you can start to really get the stretch without so much weight bearing. Okay, so you can play with that, but it's like a down dog, but it gets into totally different muscles. And it's very strengthening. Okay, so you might be a little sore Thursday. That means you have to come back to class again. So coming up, and have your a bolster and blankets ready for Shavasana. But for now, we're just going to come back. Remember, when you lie back, exhale, feel your navel start to hug as you lie back. Oh, it feels so good, doesn't it? And your natural impulse, of course, will be just to move like we did in the beginning. So it's this cycle. We go from that moon, soft energy, kind of wake ourselves up, into the sun energy, where the sun salutes, so it's the sun, the male, the outgoing energy, and then we come back to the moon. So we're balancing our energies, the right, the left, the yin, the yang, the sun, the moon. And each day, if you want to do a little something, maybe a little bit of each, or just maybe you just want to do mostly just gentle stretches, that's okay. And some days you have energy, you can do sun salutes and standing poses, that's okay. Just do something. Just do something. Okay? Because even if you don't feel like it, once you do it, you'll be so glad you did. So I'm going to hold my knee and stretch out my leg. But I'm going to intensify it, it's up to you, by bringing my extended leg off the mat. Keep the shoulders down. Hold whatever you can hold, maybe the back of the thigh or the knee. Hold. Breathe deep. Five or so breaths, and then you don't have to lift the leg. It's just a deeper core work, but you need to breathe very, very deep. We're trying to strengthen the core, the abdominals, support the low back, not stress, okay? And release. Okay, so we have time. Okay. Lower the feet, put the arms by your side. If you still have your block within reach, slide it between your knees, okay? That will keep you from, not you, but your knees from flopping apart. And it brings the energy in. Okay, arms by your side. Feel as if your knees are over your heels. Just feel like mountain pose. Now, if you have shoulder stuff, do what you can. Okay, always just do what you can. Okay, so you're going to do a flowing bridge with a block between your knees. So that the inhale lifts us up. It's a cat tilt. Cat, 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 arms up. If you can stretch the arms overhead, that's wonderful. If not, do what you can. As you exhale, lengthen and sort of synchronize the breath and the movement. So as you finish the exhale, you come back down. And then the inhale brings you up. Extend. And use your exhale. So just find a rhythm. Takes a few breaths, a few rounds. Okay, so this is like, picture a wave. A wave. So nothing compresses on the wave. It's long and extended, okay, and nothing is compressed. That's you. That's your spine and the breath. So continue. Do a few more. Flowing bridge. So as we come up, it starts with the tailbone and ripples up into the bridge, up, 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 and then we lower in the opposite direction. Now do one without the arms. Just let the arms rest at your side. Just move the spine. Do a couple of those. See how that feels, how different that is as far as the shoulders. Don't turn your head when you're doing bridge. If you're putting pressure on the neck and the nervous spine, on the spine, and the nerve, the major nerve. So you don't want to tweak anything. And one more, and this time just hold, breathe, hold, relax your face, neck and throat. Don't bring your chin to your chest. Just relax, breathe. You might feel it across the quads. Yes, okay, that's good. That helps to strengthen and stabilize the knees. After maybe 5 breaths or more, whatever you can do, lower and wait. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so if there's anything else you feel you need to do, okay, there's something else that, oh, I want to do happy baby, I want to do whatever, do that now. And then do a finishing twist on your own, okay? And about 12 breaths on each side on the finishing twist, and then relaxation. And I'll be back in a little bit, okay? So a finishing twist and then a shavasana. Okay. The vibration. It's so calming and centering. Take a few deep breaths. You don't have to come back. You can stay in Shavasana. I know it's a short one, too short, but stretch a little, wiggle your fingers and toes. And if you're so inclined, turn onto your side while I share Hafez. And as I always do at the end of the week, excuse me, I'll be right back. Hi. Do you mind waiting for 2 minutes? I'm finishing teaching a class online. No problem. Have a seat, Katie. I'm sorry. That's okay. Sorry. Someone's coming and she's a little early. Okay, Hafez. Would you think it odd? Would you think it odd if Hafez said, I'm in love with every church and mosque and temple and any kind of shrine, because I know it is there that people say the different names of the one divine. Would you tell your friends I was a bit strange if I admitted I am indeed in love with every mind and heart and body? Oh, I am sincerely plumb crazy about your every thought and yearning and limb, because, my dear, I know that it is through these that you search for him or her. So join me. It's called Life Interruptions. Let's come together and recite, or you can listen to the invocation. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Om Shanti. Thank you for coming. Let me do the angel card and the heart card for you. Okay. Release. Letting go. Oh boy. And be your own best friend. Yes. I'll see you Thursday. Thank you.